YouTube is completely failing their creators. The platform's biggest creators have already come out with videos criticizing YouTube for this whole drama between the Actman and Quantum TV, but to no avail. Honestly, I think this is the lowest YouTube has ever gone, because they've already exposed themselves as ignorant dumbasses and hypocrites. And we all knew YouTube wasn't going to side with the Actman. They made that very clear from the start, but I don't think I expected, nor I didn't think anybody expected, that they were going to completely demonetize his channel. Now, for anybody who doesn't know exactly how this happened, let me explain. Basically, after the Actman lost this whole fight between Quantum, and YouTube of course refused to do anything to Quantum's channel despite the fact that he broke multiple guidelines and multiple people talked about this, the Actman goes to Twitter and makes a joke about this. He says, "I'm excited to announce a new series of videos I'll be making on YouTube called Doxing Adventures with the Actman. In it, I'll be doxing and harassing the family members of YouTube employees and other content creators. I'm sure it'll have lots of family fun, ha ha ha. With YouTube's new policy changes that allow doxing and invasion of privacy, I am fully allowed to make these videos." This is the most obvious satire possible. If you can't see this as satire, you're probably drooling on your desk right now. But YouTube was incredibly quick to respond to this, despite the fact that he deleted this tweet and said, "As discussed, your YouTube partner program suspension followed your now deleted tweet threatening to dox the families of YouTube employees and creators. We don't take these decisions lightly and want you to know that we're taking your concerns just as seriously. We'll keep working with you directly on this." Now, I know for sure everybody knows that YouTube literally said that they were not going to take Quantum's channel down because the tweets he made in the past were deleted. So why does that rule now not apply? Because this isn't old drama. This has been going on for the past 2 weeks. Like, you can't tell me YouTube suddenly forgot about that. YouTube has made their TOS and rules horribly inconsistent solely to cover up their tracks. It's like they thought people wouldn't notice. Now, everybody knows that TOS and rules on pretty much any platform has a small gray area, but recently YouTube has expanded this gray area to where black and white just isn't even visible anymore, and anything can be taken down for any reason. Which again is another reason the Actman went to Twitter to complain about this, because his video that he made recently on Quantum TV was either taken down or demonetized, and by YouTube's own words was because of sexual content. And not to mention, preceding that video, they decided to take down 2 of his other videos completely unrelated to the topic for random reasons, which is super scary because that means that can happen to anybody. Somebody reviewing your videos can immediately decide that something along the lines in that video just doesn't fit the rules and they'll take it down. Like, cursing can get your videos age restricted, and a lot of my past videos I've cursed a lot. So somebody one day can suddenly be reviewing my videos and just go like, "Oh, he said poopy head just a few too many times. I don't think this is appropriate for YouTube." And suddenly all of my videos are age restricted. That's what a lot of people are scared of because of this situation. You would expect the rules to be clear enough so people think, yes, I can do this, and no, I can't do this, but now it's like, I don't know what I'm allowed to do at all anymore. And like I said in my last video, this is the kind of thing that would lead to an adpocalypse, and this would entirely be YouTube's fault. They're just shooting themselves in the foot right now. It's just so incredibly painful to watch, especially as somebody who started their channel a year ago. I had dreamt of making YouTube videos since I was a kid for so long, and I finally ended up doing it. I finally created a channel. I hit 500 subs, and as that happens, right in front of my eyes, the entire website just starts to completely degrade itself. And it's astonishing how disappointing this is because YouTube has the potential to become greater than it ever was. It genuinely does. Like, it could genuinely be better than 2016 YouTube. That is so possible, but they refuse to let that happen. It's like sitting in a locked cage and the key is on the floor, but you can't reach it. You just can't. People have asked for so many things that could make YouTube such an amazing platform for literally everyone. And every single time they responded to something like this, it's either incredibly negative, they don't respond at all, or it's the exact opposite of what people want. I'm just praying that eventually the Actman gets his channel back because that's pretty much his career. What happened to him is basically the equivalent of getting fired on the spot for absolutely no reason and just being told to leave. If this continues to happen, bigger creators are going to begin to leave the platform, and the only thing left behind will be the biggest pieces of shit such as Quantum. And the way I see it, honestly, this is like a make or break situation for YouTube, because this is insanely discouraging to people who might want to start new channels in fear that the things they upload just might not be approved by somebody who chooses that it doesn't fit the guidelines. Regardless, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed, thank you for watching, and come back for the next.